I don't hear you breathing.
Here's our exit. I'm breathing with you.
It doesn't sound like it.
Here's our exit.
Okay.
So first we want to thank everyone for the love and support and just all the messages we've received over the past 2 days. We've just been so encouraged and honestly kind of just sat back and held little Finley and cuddled her and tried to reconnect, and it's just been such a special time. So in this video we just want to share a little bit about the birth story and leading up to Finley, and we have just a couple clips. So yeah, stay tuned to watch the story. So Monday, I guess that would have been January 17th. I knew labor was probably going to be that day. Contractions were picking up and I was feeling it. And with all of our babies in the past, I have gone into labor early, around 35, 36 weeks. And because of that, I've gotten steroid shot with all of my babies, which has developed the lungs, which has been such a huge blessing because none of them really have had to go to NICU or anything. They've just had to have a little bit of light therapy. So that has been an answer to prayer. And so Monday, I told Chad, we're probably going to be going to the hospital tonight.
Pack your bags. So.
Monday night, I wanted contractions to be really strong and consistent before I actually came to the hospital, because the last thing you want is them to send you back and say, you're fine, just wait a little longer.
Just wait a little bit longer.
So Chad's like, Erin, do you want to walk? Do you want to, what do you want to do? And I'm like, you know what? I heard somebody say that if you drive on a bumpy road, it'll help things like faster. So I guess I said, I know of a parking lot that's pretty bumpy if you want to drive around that. So we went drive around this parking lot for probably
4 tires later and probably a new suspension.
Which I was already having consistent contractions and really steady. I just wanted them to be to the point, where like I need an epidural. So it is Monday night and I am in labor. Having some really strong contractions, so we are gonna head to the hospital. What you feeling, baby?
I'm just nervous for you, I guess.
Yeah, me too.
I'm not feeling any pain.
I'll be fine as soon as I get my epidural.
But you look awfully good. Hard for me to imagine you're in labor when you look that good, but...
It's actually really hard to leave the kids. We're gonna miss them like crazy. I already know.
They're so excited.
Yeah, they couldn't wait. So that's our update. So I guess we drove around for like 45 minutes, something like that. Yeah. And by the end of that car ride, I was boo-hooing. Ow, ow, ow. These are my breathing techniques. Somebody's cutting me in half.
You're good. You're doing good. 5 minutes out. 5 minutes out. Get in there.
I don't hear you breathing.
Here's our exit. I'm breathing with you.
It doesn't sound like it.
Here's our exit.
Okay.
And I said, I think we need to go right now.
Yeah.
And Chad's like, oh my word.
That's when it got intense.
Yeah, I start crying and I'm like, oh my goodness, well, what if I just waited too late and I'm not going to get my epidural now? So I was kind of regretting that, but it all worked out fine.
And so I started getting flashbacks with Carson, just that she went
Oh,
so
Lord,
fast.
I'm going to have a natural birth and I really didn't want a natural birth without an epidural.
You could have
But we get to the hospital, wait in the waiting room, and
that was the hardest part, waiting in the waiting before we got admitted. So we're in triage right now. Mama's having powerhouse contractions is what they said. So, but
I'm dying.
This is the nerve-wracking part while you wait.
Pretty sure we won't be here a little bit in 5 minutes. I hope. Am I red?
You're flushed.
Okay.
You're very pretty flushed. You look really good.
Thank you so much. I'm pretty sure I probably really embarrassed you. I haven't asked you yet, but
It was intense. I would definitely say I was just
The
trying to
waiting
hold her
room
arms.
was full, and
The waiting room was full, and people started freaking out. They started going up to the front desk. They said, please, you got to help this girl. And we were just trying to wait our line. There's a lot of people there that are hurting, and people were like offering Erin chairs,
I
wheeling up
couldn't
their
move, though.
wheelchairs, say, please take my wheelchair. You're in so much pain. But
horrible.
I think the 30
I would
to
have
45
embarrassed myself. I'm glad we don't know how bad it was or how loud I was.
The 30 minutes, I think, it just felt like an eternity.
Oh, I said, Chad, we waited too late. I said, I'm going to get up there and they're going to say, honey, you are ready to have your baby.
It was intense.
So anyways, we finally get up to triage, and I was going very fast, and I guess we got admitted.
Yep.
And I got my epidural at...
She just continued to progress the whole time.
5-6
slowly,
centimeters.
just going along, moving right along.
Praise the
So
Lord.
I think that was probably by the time we got all situated and got a room, it was probably around 1 o'clock.
Yeah, probably midnight, I think.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, and we came to the hospital around 9 or 10.
Oh, I can't remember. All the times just start blurring together.
Yes.
Just like kind of looking just for the finish
So
line.
once I got my epidural, I was just so grateful. It just changes your perspective so much. So we were finally able to actually breathe and get it, all those emotions.
Yeah.
And I admire anybody that can do it without an epidural. And however you do your labor, just birth is birth, and that's amazing in itself. So we were just so grateful and anticipating her arrival. So honestly, just a couple hours later, they said, you're ready to have your baby.
Yeah.
And
All the doctors came in, or the nurse, the doctor made it, and
it
great team,
so
great team of people.
Such
just
a special time.
very
So
supportive.
smooth and peaceful.
Mhm.
Turned on some worship music and just had a really great atmosphere.
Oh my goodness! Look at the little Finley.
Love her. Oh my goodness. She's so precious. Oh, her little eyes are pretty.
She's starting to open.
She was born 5 minutes ago?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. She's precious.
Look how sweet.
I love you. I love you. Oh, my girl. We haven't actually put clothes on her yet. But say hello. She's a sweetie.
Likes to sleep, likes to eat.
Yeah, she's our best eater so far, probably. I guess.
Yes. Yeah. She made it happen. So
we are just so overwhelmed with God's goodness. I think when you don't think that something like this is possible again, just makes you even doubly grateful that I cannot believe this is a reality.
And it never gets old. The specialness of each one is never worn off. It's just like
we've hardly
just a
wanted to
miracle.
sleep because we've just been so excited about a new baby and the fact that we get to go home and introduce her to her siblings, with all the
We
restrictions.
can't wait. Yes, it's been a little different this time.
Yeah, no
and so,
visitors. Except
So
for
they will
one
see her
person
for the
can
first time physically when we bring her home, and so we cannot wait to video that, share that. I just can't wait to see the reaction.
We
I know
FaceTimed
they're gonna die.
just a couple times.
Little FaceTiming. Yep.
And little Holland.
She's like,
I want to see Finley.
Let me
I want
hold
to
it.
see
Let me
Finley.
hold
Let me
it.
hug her. It's so sweet. So, typically when you have premature babies, they like to monitor the baby a little bit longer.
Yeah.
So she's doing great. She might just have to have a little bit of light therapy.
Yeah.
So, we'll be here just a couple more days, hopefully, and we're just so grateful for this whole experience. Thankful to God for answering my prayers, and it's just been such a special.
And
time.
it was really neat when Erin she messaged out and said it was baby day. Just all the response of people that were praying.
I know that makes a huge
means
difference.
a lot, and
trust me, I was
that's
needing the
important.
prayers.
It was good. It was overall it was a wonderful experience. So we're grateful for
So
all
we
the
hope to
nurses.
include pictures later on, but for now we're just kind of sitting here cuddling our little baby.
Just hanging out, relaxing.
But we love y'all and we're very grateful. And if you feel like it, share your birth stories below, because I'm sure every birth story feels different and some seem traumatic. To me, it seems traumatic if you just have to experience contractions, period. That makes it just a traumatic story. But very grateful and very overwhelmed with God's goodness in our lives. So thank you.
Love you guys.